Welcome to today's lesson on the area and perimeter of squares and rectangles. These are fundamental geometric concepts that are used in many real-world applications, from calculating how much paint you need for a wall to determining the size of a plot of land. Let's start with squares. A square is a four-sided polygon with equal sides and four right angles. All four sides of a square have the same length, which we often call S for side length. The perimeter of a square is the total distance around its boundary. Since all four sides are equal, we can calculate the perimeter by multiplying the side length by 4. So, the formula for the perimeter of a square is P equals 4 times S, where S is the side length. Let's do a quick example. If we have a square with a side length of 5 centimeters, the perimeter would be 4 times 5 centimeters, which equals 20 centimeters. Now, let's look at the area of a square. The area is the amount of space enclosed within the boundary of the shape. For a square, we calculate the area by multiplying the side length by itself or squaring the side length. So, the formula for the area of a square is A equals S squared, where S is the side length. Let's use the same example. For a square with a side length of 5 centimeters, the area would be 5 centimeters squared, which equals 25 square centimeters. Now, let's move on to rectangles. A rectangle is a four-sided polygon with four right angles, but unlike a square, opposite sides are equal in length. We typically label the sides as length L and width W. The perimeter of a rectangle is also the total distance around its boundary. Since a rectangle has two pairs of equal sides, we can calculate the perimeter by adding 2 times the length plus 2 times the width. So, the formula for the perimeter of a rectangle is P equals 2 times L plus 2 times W, which can also be written as 2 times L plus W. Let's look at an example. If we have a rectangle with a length of 8 centimeters and a width of 5 centimeters, the perimeter would be 2 times 8 centimeters plus 2 times 5 centimeters, which equals 16 plus 10, or 26 centimeters. Now for the area of a rectangle. Similar to the square, the area is the amount of space enclosed within the boundary. For a rectangle, we calculate the area by multiplying the length by the width. So, the formula for the area of a rectangle is A equals L times W. Let's use the same example as before. For a rectangle with a length of 8 centimeters and a width of 5 centimeters, the area would be 8 centimeters times 5 centimeters, which equals 40 square centimeters. Now that we've learned the formulas for area and perimeter of squares and rectangles, let's look at some real-world applications. For example, if you want to fence a rectangular garden, you'd need to calculate the perimeter to know how much fencing to buy. If you're painting a square wall, you'd calculate the area to determine how much paint you need. Or if you're buying carpet for a rectangular room, you'd need to know the area of the floor. Let's summarize what we've learned today. For a square with side length S, the perimeter is 4 times S. The area is S squared for a rectangle with length L and width W. The perimeter is 2 times L plus 2 times W, or 2 times the sum of L and W. The area is L times W. Remember these formulas, as they are fundamental to many calculations in geometry and real-world problem solving. Thank you for watching. I hope you now have a better understanding of how to calculate the area and perimeter of squares and rectangles, and how these concepts apply to real-world situations.